I'm Bailey Bates. Here are your headlines from Central Texas. Texas lawmakers continue to look for alternatives for the end of the year STAAR testing, and House Bill 8 aims to do that by replacing the current exam with 3 small tests throughout the year. Sydney Walker tells us about the latest attempt at eliminating the STAAR test.
House Bill 8 is Representative Brad Buckley's latest attempt to overhaul public education testing in Texas.
Taken together, these reforms create an assessment system that is more actionable, less burdensome, and better aligned to student learning.
HB 8 aims to replace the STAAR test with a new, quote, instructionally supportive assessment program.
The number one thing that I see is we're moving away from the summative assessment, this end of year, the high stakes, all this pressure on this one test, to a formative approach.
Similar to Buckley's last swing at a bill, lawmakers are proposing 3 shorter tests throughout the year.
The anxiety around the test is because of the accountability linked to the test.
Some Texas parents agree.
I feel it would get rid of a lot of the testing anxiety, a lot of the testing issues that we see with our children. I work in childcare, so I have a lot of kids who have so much anxiety, so much fear over this test.
He panicked, thought he was going to get held back. And I think the panic took over the entire test. He couldn't concentrate on it at all because he was so scared that he was going to fail, even though he had great grades the rest of the year.
The bill also aims to get parents' results quicker and allow educators to review the test and provide feedback. But the biggest goal, accountability.
Schools need to be doing their job, and parents need to know and be able to see that we are taking care of business. It should also be a tool to use to drive better instruction.
Not everyone thinks the bill is ready for prime time.
To make sure we get things right.
But they're committed.
I do feel like it's a step in the right direction.
Well, Governor Greg Abbott's agenda items for the ongoing second special session include eliminating and replacing the STAAR tests. In more news, a 13-year-old girl from Salado was back home with her family after an Amber Alert helped lead authorities to her location in Austin. Juliana Jackson spoke with advocates on the Amber Alert system. She explains the critical roles authorities and the public plays in bringing missing children home.
The Amber Alert system has saved more than 1,200 children nationwide. Chuck Flieger with the Amber Alert Network says the system was created in 1996 after Amber Hangerman was abducted and murdered in Arlington.
The Amber Alert was created to deal with those most serious cases when a child has been abducted. It was named.
But Flieger says the system has evolved to handle more complex situations.
A child has been manipulated into thinking that they're going to this great situation, and when really they're going to be exploited.
Ultimately, Amber Alert is there to rescue kids.
That's what happened in this case. Bell County Sheriff's Office investigator Corey Powell says once they determined the 13-year-old was in danger, the system kicked into high gear.
Then there has to be some subcategories that have to be proved: death, sexual assault, or serious bodily injuries.
Powell says they have just 2 hours to get missing child information into national databases.
A bulletin goes out, and because we're in Central Texas, the law says that a bulletin must go out to all law enforcement agencies about a missing person within 200-mile radius. So our bulletins go out statewide.
Powell says the Amber Alert itself led to the breakthrough in this case.
Information to come in from our missing and our suspect to say, hey, here's where I am at.
The teenager was believed to be with 18-year-old suspect Kyle Price. The Bell County Sheriff's Office says that this case is still under investigation. Those are your headlines from Central Texas.